Hello, guys, and welcome to another edition of the Defenders of India series, where we talk about great kings and great warriors in India's history that helped defend Indian civilization and our culture in our greatest time of need. Today, we're going to be talking about the great Peshwa Bajirao, who was a legendary warrior, another warrior who has never lost a battle the whole time he fought, and who truly changed the Marathas from just a rebellion to an empire. Unfortunately, we don't get taught a lot about these people either in our history or even when movies are made about these people. They don't focus on the great achievements and the great service that these people provided to their nation. Instead, they talk about some tepid love affair and focus 2.5 hours on that. So can't trust Bollywood or our education system to do anything for us, so we must do these things ourselves. So let's talk about Bajirao. Peshwa Bajirao, who was also known as Bajirao Balal, was born into a Chitpavan Brahmin family. His father was Balaji Vishwanath, who was the first Peshwa of Chhatrapati Shahu. Balaji Vishwanath also was a great Peshwa who was able to do something amazing. He was able to convince the Mughal Emperor Muhammad Shah to recognize the Marathas as a kingdom and to allow the Marathas to collect taxes, which is Chaut and Sardeshmukhi, in the areas that they controlled. Bajirao was appointed as Peshwa when he was only 20 years old. He served as Peshwa from 1720 until his death in 1740. Peshwa Bajirao intended to plant the Maratha flag upon the walls of Delhi and other cities governed by the Mughals and their subjects. He intended to replace the Mughal Empire and create a Hindu Padshaahi. Because Bajirao was so young when he was appointed as Peshwa, that many more senior figures within Chhatrapati Shahu's ministry were very jealous of him. So Bajirao recruited other young people like his brother Chimaji Appa, Malhar Rao Holkar, Ranoji Shinde, and the Pramar brothers as his deputies. Peshwa Bajirao believed that the Mughal Empire was in decline and wanted to take advantage of this situation with aggressive expansion in northern India. And sensing this declining situation of the Mughals, he is reported to have said, Strike at the roots and the biggest tree will also fall down. Now, around the appointment of Bajirao as the Peshwa, Asaf Jah was made Vizier of the Mughal Empire in the Deccan in 1721. However, the Mughal Emperor Muhammad Shah became alarmed at Asaf Jah's growing power, so he transferred him from the Deccan to Awadh in 1723. However, Asaf Jah rebelled against the order, resigned as the Vizier, and marched towards the Deccan. The Emperor Muhammad Shah sent an army against him, which Asaf Jah defeated in the Battle of Sakharkheda, and the Marathas helped the Nizam, Asaf Jah, win this battle for them. However, after he gained sovereignty in the Deccan, Asaf Jah refused to pay the Chaut or the Sardeshmukhi on the grounds that it was unclear who was the real Chhatrapati, Shahu or Sambhaji II of Kolhapur. Sambhaji II of Kolhapur was a rebel Maratha leader who had also laid claim to the throne. On February 28, 1728, the armies of Peshwa Bajirao and the Nizam faced each other at the Battle of Palkhed, where the Nizam was defeated, and he signed the Treaty of Mungi Shevgaon, recognizing Shahu as the Chhatrapati as well as the Maratha right to collect taxes in the Deccan. After defeating the Nizam, Bajirao set his sights on Malwa because he knew that capturing Malwa would put Bajirao and the Maratha Empire right at the doorstep of the Mughal Empire at Delhi. At that time, the Mughal Emperor Muhammad Shah had sent Girdhar Bahadur and his commander Daya Bahadur to maintain control of Malwa and to defeat the Peshwa. So in October 1728, Bajirao consigned a huge army commanded by his younger brother Chimaji Appa and aided by the generals Ranoji Shinde, Malhar Rao Holkar, Udaji Rao Pawar, Tukoji Rao Pawar and Jivaji Rao Pawar to go defeat Girdhar Bahadur. And on 29th November 1728, Chimaji Appa's army defeated the Mughals at the Battle of Amjhera. Girdhar Bahadur and his commander Daya Bahadur were both killed in the battle. At the same time that the Peshwa was focused on Malwa, Maharaja Chhatrasal had rebelled against the Mughal Empire and had declared Bundelkhand as a sovereign kingdom separate from the Mughal Empire. However, in response to this, the Mughal Empire sent Muhammad Khan Bangash to recapture Bundelkhand. Muhammad Khan Bangash defeated Maharaja Chhatrasal and imprisoned Maharaja Chhatrasal's family. Thus, Maharaja Chhatrasal sent an emissary to Peshwa Bajirao to come help him and liberate Bundelkhand from the Mughals. Initially, Peshwa Bajirao hesitated, but after Maharaja Chhatrasal insisted, he decided to then go liberate Bundelkhand. So he marched on Bundelkhand with an army and defeated Muhammad Khan Bangash, after which Bangash had to run away from Bundelkhand, and thus Maharaja Chhatrasal's position as the ruler of Bundelkhand was restored. After defeating the Mughals in Malwa and after defeating the Mughals in Bundelkhand, Peshwa Bajirao set his sights on the rich province of Gujarat. So in 1730, he sent a Maratha force under Chimaji Appa to Gujarat and Sarbuland Khan, who was the Mughal governor of the province, ceded to the Marathas the right to collect Chaut and Sardeshmukhi from Gujarat. Sarbuland Khan was replaced by Abhay Singh, who also recognized the Maratha rights to collect taxes in the province of Gujarat. So after the Mughals were defeated in Malwa by the Marathas, Mughal emperor sent Muhammad Khan Bangash to recapture Malwa and defeat the Marathas. Bangash was successful in creating an alliance with the Nizam, with Trimbak Rao, who was the more senior general in Chhatrapati Shahu's army, who was jealous of the Peshwa, and Sambhaji II. However, on April 1st, 1731, Bajirao defeated the combined army of the Mughals, Trimbak Rao and Sambhaji and the Nizam at the famous Battle of Dabhoi. And after his victory, Bajirao resolved the dispute with Sambhaji II by signing the Treaty of Rana, which demarcated the territories of Chhatrapati Shahu and Sambhaji II. After that, he also met with the Nizam at Rohe Rameshwar on December 27, 1732, and the Nizam promised not to interfere with the Maratha expeditions again. So the Mughal emperor recalled Muhammad Khan Bangash from Malwa and appointed Jai Singh II as the governor of Malwa. However, the Maratha chief Malhar Rao Holkar defeated Jai Singh at the Battle of Mandsaur in 1733. After two more battles, the Mughals decided to let the Marathas collect taxes from Malwa. On March 4th, 1736, Bajirao and Jai Singh came to an agreement at Kishangarh. Jai Singh also convinced the emperor to agree to making Bajirao the deputy governor of the province of Malwa. So encouraged by his victories, Bajirao decided to march on Delhi and capture Delhi, which was his ultimate aim. They camped just on the other side of the Yamuna River, and Malhar Rao Holkar took a small party across the Yamuna River to see if they could expand. But after a short skirmish, Malhar Rao Holkar had to retreat across the Yamuna. The Mughals treated this as a huge victory and they started celebrating, but they didn't realize that during this time Bajirao had already advanced to Delhi and camped at Talkatora. So the Mughal emperor dispatched an army led by Mir Hasan Khan Koka to check his advance. However, the Marathas under Bajirao defeated this force at the Battle of Delhi on March 28, 1737. This made the Mughals really fearful of Bajirao and the Marathas, because the Marathas had came right up to their door and defeated their army. However, Bajirao then realized that his army was tired and he retreated from Delhi because he was also apprehensive about the approach of a larger Mughal force from Mathura. At the same time that Bajirao was returning from Delhi, the Nizam set out from Deccan and met Bajirao's returning force at Siron. The Nizam told Bajirao that he was going to Delhi to repair his relationship with the Mughal emperor. However, on reaching Delhi, he joined the Mughal emperor and launched a massive Mughal army against the Peshwa. So the one big lesson, the Nizam is a snake. Don't trust the Nizam. Peshwa Bajirao also assembled a force of 80,000 soldiers and marched towards Delhi to meet the oncoming army, and he left behind a force of 10,000 under the command of Chimajirao Appa to guard the Deccan. The two armies met at Bhopal, where the Marathas defeated the Mughals in the Battle of Bhopal on December 24, 1737. After this battle, Malwa officially belonged to the Marathas and was inducted into the Maratha Empire. Bajirao also met the Nizam, where the Nizam swore on the Quran that he will not again meddle with Maratha affairs. Not only was Peshwa Bajirao fighting the Mughals, fighting the Nizam, fighting rebel Maratha rulers, but he was also fighting the Portuguese in the west. So the Portuguese had control of some areas in western India, and the Marathas had an agreement with them. However, the Portuguese went back on that agreement, and the Peshwa also found out that the Portuguese were really mistreating the Hindus that were living in the areas that they controlled, and that they were forcibly converting many Hindus to Christianity. So in 1737, the Peshwa dispatched a Maratha force led by Chimaji Appa against them. The Marathas captured the Ghorbandar fort and almost all of Vasai after the Battle of Vasai. They also managed to gain control of Salsette in 1739 after a long siege. So after his victories and after consolidating his areas in central India, he decided in 1740 to march towards Delhi. However, while he was out inspecting his Jagirs, he fell sick with a heat stroke and he developed a very high fever, and he passed away of that high fever. And this was a setback to the Marathas because he was on his way to Delhi with a force of 100,000 soldiers, or 1 lakh soldiers under his command. He was cremated afterwards at Raver Khedi, where his memorial also stands today. So even though he was not able to fulfill his own goal of capturing Delhi, that goal was fulfilled only a few years later by Raghunath Rao, who was another Maratha leader who captured Delhi after the second Battle of Delhi in 1757. After that battle, the Marathas gained control of Delhi, and Delhi officially became part of the Maratha Empire. And as much as Bajirao gets credit for the victories, and he should, Credit also needs to go to his younger brother Chimaji Appa, who in a lot of cases performed just as well, if not better, than his older brother, and also his able generals. And the Marathas under Bajirao and Chimaji Appa truly became an empire from a rebel principality. In his brief military career spanning 20 years, Bajirao never lost a battle, and apart from being a great warrior, Bajirao was known to be an extraordinary warfare strategist as well. In fact, this was also recognized by the British Field Marshal Bernard Montgomery when he said that Peshwa Bajirao was possibly the finest cavalry general ever produced by India. And he is another one of those heroes that is credited with saving Hindu culture and Hinduism when it was at the brink. These are the people that stood up and defended this civilization. I hope you did enjoy today's episode. If I missed something, please let me know in the comment section below. And you can also suggest other heroes that you'd like me to do and cover in this series in the comment section below as well. Again, guys, if you like today's episode, please make sure to leave it a like. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you enjoy the show as well, please make sure, if you're not already, to subscribe to the show's channel down below. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I will see you again on Monday. And until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon.